Welcome. How's it going?
I wanted to see what you were going to say if I just waited for you to talk.
Oh, I was like, did I lose him? I thought it disconnected.
No, I was like getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Wit and Grit podcast.
Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
That's what they told me.
I had a great Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I was able to go to 2 Thanksgivings before the first football game ended.
Whoa, very nice.
Yeah, people just wanted to do a Thanksgiving lunch and just go home for dinner.
No, I hear you. Seems to be an earlier holiday, right?
But then it caused a conundrum, and you've probably been here before. Now it's dinner time, and I didn't grab enough leftovers, so I'm now hungry. I need to find dinner somewhere.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking Cookout, Wendy's, all that stuff's closed. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Nobody's home. What would you do? What would you do?
I don't know, man. See if a grocery store was open.
You're close.
Yeah. What did you do?
I went to a store owned by someone from a different culture.
Okay.
They're from the Middle East. I don't want to pinpoint exactly which area because I'm not sure.
Sure.
But, specializing in chicken shawarma, things like that. It was like a gas station, grocery store hybrid, like with a grill in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That
Came in
good.
clutch. They were happy
Very
to
nice.
see us. There were some people trickling in and out anyway. They had the bright lights right there where everybody else was closed. So
Nice.
it just goes to show you we need people who don't all celebrate the same holidays. So there's someone out there for people like me who are unprepared.
Unprepared for dinner on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And then, of course, I ordered a Philly cheesesteak instead of getting the chicken shawarma.
You've got the most American thing you could get.
The person I was with got the shawarma and it was huge. It looked great. It was like, I should have thought of that. That was clearly the thing they were going to be really good at. I was like,
oh, of course.
I'd had it recently somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, there were some good football games on. Yep.
Coming up on the Wit and Grit podcast today, we're going to talk about luck regressions, luck and regression, luck lies and regression. I mean, we talk about luck rankings all year on the show, but we're going to talk specifically about how we've reached a point in the season where the luck starts to really go the other way and the rankings become a lot more reliable.
Yep.
We're also going to go over some of Sean's stats he's going to have ready for us. We're going to go over some of the live games that have already happened. I mean, the Thanksgiving games are in the
yesterday.
book.
Yeah.
We can't really talk about Black Friday game. It's on right now, but if you're watching this, you also don't care.
Fair.
No, I mean, I wish we could be watching the game, but got to be at the same time.
I got other things to do.
That's the thing about being live.
Yeah, we got some F1 coverage too, right?
Oh, we got some F1 coverage ahead of Qatar.
Very nice.
After just a spectacular double DQ by McLaren. They're constantly in these ways they could not blow this. All they have to do is finish, and they just they actually finished it, then hours later get it taken away from them. Now Max Verstappen's in. So close.
Welcome to Wit and Grit, where Ian and Sean break down sports betting, pop culture, or whatever's on their minds. The Wit and Grit podcast.
All right, before we get to Joe Burrow, the Cowboys, Thanksgiving Day games, let's zoom out a bit.
Yep, we got some luck rankings to talk about, some Week 13 luck rankings. A few numbers you need to know heading into the next couple of days of games.
Quick stats, Sean. Let's give me some quick stats.
Sure, we got some data for you here. It's just some nuggets that might, reshape how you're looking at things a little bit. So public favorites so far this season are getting absolutely smoked. The teams that are getting 60% or more of the bets are just 42 and 73 against the spread this season. That's 36.5%, the worst public performance in over 20 years of tracking.
And the early 1 p.m. window is especially bad, right?
It is, yeah. So those teams in that window are 15 and 46. So basically a window where you just want to fade everything. Your favorites in the early window are just collapsing, really. Since week 9, they're 7-21-1 against the spread, 6-23 in the first half.
That brings us right back to something I was just teasing. Post-Thanksgiving regression. The schedule's weird. The travel messes with some prep, and the books sharpen up, and the old rules stop applying. A lot of people try to bet November and December, January like they would bet September.
Yep. Things
August, it's different. Well, NFL luck rankings start swinging a lot harder as well. I foreshadowed that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Action Network just dropped their latest update. Sean, I'm going to quiz you on it in a second.
Okay.
As soon as I pull it up. Who do you think the most? I want you to give me a couple of your guesses.
Yeah.
Who do you think the highest and lowest?
I think Denver's pretty up there. I think Philadelphia is probably pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say some of the lower ones are, just teams like the Browns and the Saints. Giants, maybe.
Let's start at the bottom and go up.
All right.
The Giants are at the very bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 31 is the Commanders.
Okay. Yep. Forgot about them.
30th is the Jets.
Ooh. Yeah.
Then the Falcons.
Mhm.
Foreshadowing there.
Lots of foreshadowing early on today.
Well, the Falcons and the Jets play each other.
Gross.
It doesn't mean it's a bet, but it's like relevant that they're both just having a terrible luck year. We don't know which one's actually going to. There's no. That's a wash.
Right.
Maybe the luck will regress so much for both that this will be the highest scoring game of like the year, like 40 to 48.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you got the Texans, the Titans, the Cardinals, etc. Let's go up. Let's get out of the middle. Let's go to the very top. Sean, give yourself you talk to Dan over there. You got the sound. Give yourself a round of applause or something.
Oh yeah,
something
sure.
Positive.
I got you.
Number 1, the Eagles, the luckiest team on the year, and they've not even been getting lucky enough to win the last couple games. So if you're frustrated now, Philly fans, it looks like it's about to build. Can you give me a live update on the score of that game?
Yeah.
Second place in the luck rankings is 10-3. Second place,
Chicago.
the Bears.
Hey,
The
who
Bears are
currently
the
winning.
second luckiest team. So the two luckiest teams are currently playing each other.
And Chicago is up.
And Chicago is up. They were slightly less lucky than the Eagles. So it's proving out in real time. But number 3, you called this as well. If you want to give yourself another kind of kudos, the Broncos are third. I think that's something good. That's like a gong, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Always good when you have to ask. Yeah, then we have, so it's like Eagles, Bears, Broncos, Patriots 4, 49ers 5, Buccaneers 6, Jaguars 7th, Steelers, Colts are down at 9, and then the Chargers are 10th.
Okay.
Dolphins, Bills 11th and 12th, right near each other.
Right, middle of the pack, sort of.
Yep, just ahead of the Rams, who are 13th, which at that point, I don't know how much you're really,
Yeah, that's kind of just whatever at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple more trends and nuggets if you want to get into some more stuff here.
Yeah, give
Cool.
it to me.
All right. So teams that are scoring 24 points or more this season, covering just 69% against the spread. Second lowest rate since 1990.
That's my whole life.
It's your whole life, exactly. The Saints are now 1-10 against the first quarter spread. They get outscored 85-19 in the first quarter so far this season.
Ooh, that's gonna make something we're doing later very difficult to sell you on.
Okay. The Browns at home against winning teams. Weird stat for the Browns here. 13-5 straight up since 2020. So they are a profitable home dog. the most profitable home dog actually in the league. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. The rare shout out to Cleveland.
Also, a big shout out to the 2025 Panthers sitting at 6-6 and still ended up a double-digit underdog at home this week. The last time that happened?
I have no clue, man. 2015 or something?
2007 Giants.
Oh, my gosh.
Eli versus Brady in week 17, the 16-0 season. Giants were plus 13 at home, lost by 3, covered the number.
Yep.
Which you didn't hear about back then because gambling was like they just pretended it didn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had to go meet some sketchy dude in an alley.
Like half the videos you see on this app now, they just don't exist. It's just Sora. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into some other storylines, right?
Sure. What you got?
Thanksgiving fallout. 3 games happened, 3 statement wins, and a whole lot of fallout.
Yep. They weren't just fun games. They were kind of real playoff shifts. Locker room tension, a defensive lineman, plus a security guard on the field. Let's get started in Baltimore.
Joe Burrow's back, and the Bengals might have found a pulse. 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, and most importantly, a win over a team they had not beaten in over 2 years.
Yeah, and they didn't just win. They physically dominated. The defense looked like it remembered how to play. Lamar Jackson never really looked comfortable.
Jamar Chase finally got loose, too. 110 yards, including a 48-yarder on a 3rd and long. That was vintage Cincinnati.
Yeah, they're still 4-8, but this felt like the first time all season that they looked like a complete team. Not a playoff team, but they could definitely be a spoiler.
They could make the playoffs, right? They're not eliminated. Only the Giants have been eliminated.
Hey, I saw the Dolphins in the graphic for in the hunt this past weekend, so anything's possible.
Game of the day, Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28, and it came down to, a second fumble in the final minute.
Yeah, and there was that kneeling moment as well. Yeah, after the game, the Chiefs sideline security guard. No,
it wasn't Nealon. I don't think. I think it was somebody else.
Oh, was it someone else?
Yeah.
Well, whoever it was is definitely going to get fined for that. That was crazy.
I want to look it up, but see if I can find it.
Either way, not something that you do in an NFL game.
For sure. But the Dallas front dominated in the second half. Not to name any names, but they did pretty good. Kansas City's locker room, though.
Yeah, Diana Rossini said that there were several veteran players, openly arguing with the staff post-game. One source called it the worst post-game vibe of the Mahomes era.
They've lost 3 straight, and Patrick did not look very good.
Yeah, second half interception, just bad call. CeeDee Lamb, though, he was cooking. $112 yards and a score. Dallas can just really be dangerous.
And it's the 3rd week in a row we've made money on the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's right. You were all over them last week.
2 units 2 weeks ago, 2 units last week. This week it was just a bet we were tailing. We couldn't give it out on the show, but
Yep.
I enjoyed it. It still hit. It cashes the same.
It sure did.
Well, let's talk about the game that everyone wants to talk about, the halftime show from, which includes me. I'd love to talk about Jack White and the halftime show, but
sure. Yeah. So Green Bay had Green Bay walk into Detroit, ruin everyone's Thanksgiving bets. They won 31-24. And honestly, it really didn't even seem that close. And it wasn't until the 4th quarter.
Jordan Love looked legit. 3 touchdowns, no picks, and extended plays with his legs. Matt LaFleur had a lot of stats going against him for this game, but he did not care. He didn't seem to care at all that he historically didn't win.
Yeah, he could totally out-schemed Dan Campbell in the first half. They went no huddle, tempo, play action. The Lions just didn't have any answers.
What are the Lions now? 7-5, and they've dropped 4 of their last 6. You can feel the cracks forming a bit from the Bears head coach leaving.
Right. Yeah, and then Packers are 8-3 right in the NFC mix. So for all the noise early in the year about Love being a stopgap, I don't really think so. Seems like he's the guy.
Can I say something stupid for a second?
You always do.
Don't say always. Sometimes. Give me some credit. I heard the argument that Chip Kelly is only good when he has talent, right? So, like, the Raiders gave him all that money, hoping he could do what he was doing at Ohio State. But the thing is, Ohio State recruits to where your athletes are just superior to the other athletes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
If you could get him on a discount, say the shine is worn off after how bad the Raiders thing was, would that be the kind of guy you bring into Detroit where you have the talent? Like, if he has the talent, he can do it. It's a coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I think that's where he needs to live, is a coordinator role. So I think it can make sense with all that talent.
Some of the reports we're seeing about how bad that went, they're talking about, like, he would accidentally call formations that weren't even in their playbook. He was frequently forgetting to tell people some of their options. Like, it sounds like he's a hot mess. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but I think Dan Campbell could put him in shape.
Sure. Yeah,
that's a coach you don't. Yeah. Pete Carroll seems like it'd be pretty easy to get a lot of things past him right now.
Fair. All right. What about the Viking situation?
All right, well, let's talk Minnesota. Aren't the Packers 8-3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
And they got the game over the Lions. Have they played twice this year?
I believe they did.
Let's talk Minnesota. They didn't play Thursday, but they announced a change that tells you everything. Walter Brosmer is now quarterback 1.
Whew. I don't know that fool. They benched Jalen McCarthy mid-game last week. Kevin O'Connell was blunt post-game, said we need more consistency at the position.
It's been musical chairs since Kirk Cousins went down, right? I mean, and then let Sam Darnold walk. And letting Sam Darnold leave the building was, you have McCarthy waiting, and he's young, but he's coming back from a big knee injury. Mm-hmm. And Darnold looked terrible in that last game. Yeah,
absolutely.
So it made it easier to let him leave, but now look at what the Seahawks are doing, and it clearly is a lot. It looks kind of, it's not good. It's not good.
Doesn't look good for Minnesota.
Hit the sound effect.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. The best comparison I've heard for Brosner is a little bit like a Brock Purdy type.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's a rookie out of New Hampshire, so accurate but raw. But right now, it kind of feels like he's in a sink or swim position. Yeah,
but I mean, like, with the expectations, it probably feels huge for him, but for me, it feels like I didn't think you would get a shot. So it's like you should be Baker Mayfield about it. Just have fun and take advantage of every chance you can.
True, definitely.
Let's talk about some health with the 49ers.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't play Thursday either, but the biggest question around them right now is the health.
I've already had 2 starting O-linemen miss time. McCaffrey's on a pitch count. I mean, Kyle Shanahan told reporters that availability is production. 49ers are injured every year.
Yeah.
What year is it? How many years in a row do we have to talk about the 40? Like, what do you have to do to live in San Francisco and keep people in shape?
I don't
Is it
understand,
as hard as this sounds?
It's now 12 straight games against the spread at home after a win too. So there's kind of a disturbing trend there.
Anyways, let's wrap it up. Let's get to the disclaimer. Let's get to the betting. The Wing Grip podcast includes gambling-related discussion, opinions, and advice intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. We, Ian in Virginia and Sean in North Carolina, are not attorneys, financial advisors, or licensed bookmakers. Nothing said on this podcast should be taken as professional or legal advice. Listeners are solely responsible for their own gambling decisions. Always gamble legally and responsibly. We're not liable for any losses, decisions, or actions taken based on the full content of this show. Need help? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, ncpgambling.org. And Sean, Always use your unit size. Make sure you're only betting units based on your confidence level and you're not rapidly betting a lot more or a lot less than you can handle. What is 1 unit for our reference?
10% of your budget.
Yep, 10% of whatever money you have set aside and said this is for gambling. Exactly. Yep. That way you don't have to call that number, hopefully. But if you do, don't be afraid. It's not like, what are they going to do? Call you back? They're going to star 69 you? That's not going to happen. What a throwback.
Yeah, what?
Do you remember? Pepperidge Farm remembers. All right.
Another throwback.
I want you to go to the Giants-Patriots game.
Oh, I'm there.
You're there? You're ready?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not scrolling. Well, it looks like as far as bets and money percentage, everyone's on the Giants with us. We are taking the Giants at 7.5.
Okay. Giants 7.5 sounds good. You got the Patriots on a 9-game straight up win streak, but Jackson Dart is coming back.
I mean, we have an edge to the New England on the offense to defensive line rankings, but it's 12-14. So it's tiny. And then we have a better offensive line for the Giants than we have for the Patriots defensive line. So an edge to the Giants there. But the Pats on that 9-game win streak, teams on 8+ game streaks are 39, 62, and 2 against the spread since 2010. They get priced like juggernauts and regress. So we think the Giants can cover the 7.5. I mean, New England was dead in the water versus Cincinnati before the 10-point comeback. Historically, Vrabel teams off that kind of comeback have done great, but as a team on a huge run now laying a full touchdown plus in prime time, this is probably where you fade them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like you've got Dart, 4-1 against the spread as a dog when he's a dog of 3 or more. So Pats with that 10-point comeback last week, like you said, Vrabel's 9-3 straight up after those games. So yeah, that's something. But I kind of like the Dart angle.
Giants are also the 32nd the 32nd luckiest team. Pats are the 4th, very lucky as we covered. Mm-hmm. So since this is the week, it starts to go backwards. That would be a great adjustment for a team that's been kind of getting lucky, winning a ton of games. It's a 2-unit bet on the Giants at 7.5.
I like it.
And honestly, Sean, they're starting to disappear, so maybe put it in quickly.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one.
Excelente. I love it when we agree.
Me too.
It makes it harder to yell at you, though. I'm going to be honest about that. All right, let's go to my 1.5 unit play where you might have some personal feelings, but also some stats. We're looking at Saints Dolphins.
Okay, Saints Dolphins. Gosh, a game that just, if you're not a fan of either of those teams, you are not wasting your time on that one.
Your favorite book has the best line on the Giants at the number we want.
Oh, okay.
Just for reference
at
this exact moment. Without giving them any pub, send us some money.
Nope.
We, like other podcasts, will sell out if anyone actually wants to offer. We would love to hear what those offers would sound like. Saints +6 at the Dolphins. Let's make sure this is still +6 as it moved.
Okay.
Ooh.
Might be 5.5.
I'm seeing 5.5. Yeah, it's moved a little bit. So grain of salt with this one. I gave this out when it was still
at 6.
At 6. I mean, and it's a computer model play, but I haven't actually put it out as a play I want to do.
Right.
So the question is, do we back the Saints here? I mean, looking at it, the offensive line for the Saints 29th, Miami's defensive line 32nd. So nobody's, taking home, these stats and putting them on their fridge.
Yeah.
The best unit on the field is New Orleans defensive line 24th versus Miami's 27th ranked offensive line. So edge the Saints front here, but small. Dolphins, here's the trends though. Dolphins sub 400 team favored off a bye. It's a historical system. Teams with a win percentage less than 40% coming off a bye and favored, like the Dolphins are
Right.
just 33, 44, and 3 against the spread, 43%, and 2 and 9 against the spread the last 3 seasons. 3 seasons.
Yeah, I got you.
I got to the end of that and I couldn't say seasons. Fantastic.
Well done.
McDaniel on extended rest is 5 and 8 against the spread, 3 and 6 against the spread as a favorite. So they win plenty, but the market overprices them. Saints are a massive under team with a slow offense. That makes +6 more valuable in a game where scoring is unlikely to explode. Dolphins, number 11, luckiest team. Saints, number 24. So another regression angle there.
Yeah, you've got the Saints. You mentioned the under. That's hit 7 straight games for them. Something to look at. This game is in Miami. Tua and McDaniel at home are 19 and 8 straight up, 16-11 against the spread. So it's a spot where they usually win and cover.
So do you like this or no? Do you feel like it's fishy with the Saints? Is it hard to trust
Fishy.
the Saints?
I
They
see what
screwed
you
us
did
last week.
I like that. Yeah, it's fishy.
Wish we had a fish sound effect.
I know. Now we need to get one.
Somebody ate the number. Man. So Alvin Kamara is injured, right?
I'm not sure. I can check on that for you.
Well, the AI says to take the Saints here against the spread. I just don't know if we have the cojones as a group to do it.
No.
More money and
I don't.
well, you remember your
this one.
Do you remember you're fading the public trend though?
Yeah, it's true.
82% of the bets are on the Dolphins against the spread. 82% of the money. 69% of the bets. So big money and more public bets are all on the Dolphins. So the Saints are an island here.
Yeah. Jeez. So it's but the fade the 1 p.m. games, like you said.
All right. Do you have any more stats on that game?
No, that's really all I got on that one.
All right. Let me see if I can set me up. Wait, do you have the weather and stuff for that game? We forgot to do all that part.
It looks like it might be 10-mile-an-hour winds, but otherwise, nice, partly cloudy, good temperatures. It's in Miami in November, November.
10 miles per hour isn't terrible.
Nah, it's not that bad.
All right. Well, what about the Giants and the Patriots game? Any weather there we should have been worried about?
Didn't have anything to really report on that one.
All right, let's set up the Titans game. What do you see there?
Let's see here. The Titans with the Jags, huh? Going to be cold.
Yeah.
Cold and cloudy with a little bit of wind, like you said, 10 miles an hour, so nothing crazy there.
Well,
just cold.
What if we take the Titans +6?
Well, Lawrence is 2-4 against the spread versus the Titans, so
what if
Titans
I liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
The Titans have 3 straight against the spread wins as well.
And I see that the line is moving a bit to 6.5, and I liked it at 6.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
the Jags, they're coming off an overtime game, right?
Yep, the Jaguars are coming off an overtime game. Their offensive line is 23rd. Tennessee's defensive line is number 10, so a big advantage on the Titans. And then as far as the defensive line for the Jags, 20th. Tennessee offensive line, 28th. So that's bad, but, I mean, the Titans feel like they have the biggest edge by far. And that's our philosophy. We do a lot of trenches first kind of analysis.
Yeah.
I mean, and you mentioned it, Jags off of an overtime road win in Arizona where the defense played 76 snaps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they went -4 in turnover margin and still won, which is an extreme outlier.
Yeah, teams in this spot, coming off this sort of game where it's an overtime game, they had 4 more turnovers, are 4-11-2 against the spread in their next game.
18-31 straight up.
Yeah, not good.
Losing by 3.5 points per game.
Yeah, if you play a long game in which you struggle, you tend not to have a great week the next time.
So, yeah. And Trevor Lawrence, 2-4 against the spread versus the Titans. 1-2 against the spread in Tennessee. And we got to remember that they got Cam Ward honest by being terrible one year, so that's probably I'm just taking a jump there. Now the luck rankings back us up too. Jags are number 7 and Titans are number 26. So I mean, think about it. We're betting all these ugly teams that don't usually win. The public has been historically wrong this year, which has probably been great for the books. We might be on the right side of all of these.
Yeah, I don't love the Saints one, but other than that.
So the Saints bet is off.
Okay.
Yeah. I reran the numbers. At 6, we had saw value, but at 5.5, there's no value left.
Okay.
It's too fair a price. We should have filmed earlier.
Yeah. Shame on us.
But I feel better.
Yeah, me too. I found a new Korean fried chicken place, so.
But I mean,
That's what you meant, right?
No. No. I was talking about just not having to do not having to back the Saints because we just got burned on it. It's like, how many times can you bet on a bad team and not feel like what am I doing?
Fair.
What am I doing? All right, so my half unit play. So right now our official plays are 2 units plus 7.5 on the Giants. Go get it now while you can. There's a minus 115 out there. There's also a minus 120. There's a minus, I think I saw minus 125. That might be wrong though. The numbers drastically changing. If you wait till Sunday to bet this one, you're probably going to have to get 6.5 because they're going to shrink it. And then watch it end on 7, and we'll win by a hook.
The hook.
We need a sound effect for a hook.
We do need a sound effect for a hook. Dan, get on that.
Dan, get on that, Dan. He hasn't gotten any of these things ready. Is that the hook? That sounds like a boing.
He's not very good at his job.
Texans plus 3.5 at the Colts. How's that feel?
Oh, I don't know, man. The Colts are still good, right? We're not saying the Colts are bad now.
The Colts offensive line is number 2.
They still have Jonathan Taylor.
That's really good. Number 2 is really good.
It's very good.
But the Texans defensive line is number 3.
Oh man, that's also very good.
That's also very good. The Texans offensive line is 21. Colts defensive line 15. So a modest edge to the Colts on both. But it's Colts defense just played 91 snaps versus Kansas City in overtime.
Sheesh.
Teams whose defenses are on the field for 90-plus plays are 12 and 26 straight up, 15, 21 and 2 against the spread in the next game. Texans are off the Thursday game versus Bills. Teams after facing Buffalo are 7 and 3 against the spread this season, 17 and 10 against the spread since last year. So the Bills are a physical hangover spot. Not. Yeah,
the Texans have won 3 straight versus the Colts. Never 4 in a row in franchise history, though. So there is that.
Colts are the 9th luckiest team. The Texans are number 27. Very unlucky.
Okay.
It's one of the strongest luck edges of the week, with the unlucky side historically covering well in the week 13 plus window, because we've hit that barrier where the luck rankings start to have enough data.
Yeah.
We also just got word that CJ Stroud will be playing. Does that help?
Oh, yeah. I guess that does make a little bit of a difference. You're also looking at a defense in Houston allowing just 16.5 points per game.
And what happens when you do that? Is there any more stats on that? I feel like there was something else.
No, just
like the Colts aren't very good against teams like that or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure. You might have read that somewhere else.
I read too much. I think that I was on the Colts at first, but now I'm on the Texans with the hook. The only thing that worries me is your stat about the public being wrong. We're on the side with money and everything else. And then I'm seeing some sharp action reported to Action Network for the Colts. So
yeah,
this could be the public trap of the week, but it's only a half unit play for a reason.
Okay. Yeah. Half unit. Not too worried about it, I suppose.
Right. Exactly. Like you're hoping for the hook. The Colts lost by a field goal last week. You could see the narrative now.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones derailed by back-to-back last-minute field goal losses. Will he be able to lasso his way back into the AFC race? They'll make a bunch of Indiana Jones puns.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the money line options. We're sick
Money
of waiting.
line? Okay, we all were.
I'm going to go through them. I'll tell you which matchup we're in. You give me some stats to tell me if you back me up or if you disagree.
All right.
Broncos against the Commanders.
Ooh, I think a game that you're quite excited for.
Yes, I will be in live form for this game. I'll be there live. I'm going to be seeing this game live. And I was delighted to see that my model has an 8.5 out of 10 confidence rating on it. Specifically, now that Jaden Daniels is not playing.
Right.
There were some trends and things that would scare me against the spread. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to make an against the spread bet before I go. A lot of people are saying, the Broncos should kill them. But, the Broncos all year have really let us down trying to cover spreads, and they just win games tight.
Yeah.
So
you got, Denver 9-2 straight up this season, despite trailing in all 11 of their games.
Yep. So maybe they'll actually have a lead in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the Broncos are very lucky and the Commanders very unlucky, which screams take Washington plus the points. But for win outright, Denver still profiles as the better side.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and they're looking at Mariota on the other side of the ball. They have 3-11 straight up as an underdog, only scoring 19.9 points per game. So not someone that you really trust here.
Yep.
Also, the Commanders 3-8 against the spread this year, which is the worst in the NFL.
Thank you. So, because I'm going to the game, I might sprinkle something against the spread before I leave the state.
Yeah. But, you take a look at the under as well. With both teams coming off a bye, that's a spot where unders hit a lot. Over 60% of the time.
Oh, sharp Sean over there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sharp sound effect. See, none of these sound effects are ready, Dan. Now he thinks he's funny. Okay, so our second money line we're looking at. This one's going to get gross. Hold your nose if you can smell. Falcons money line at the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, not my
7
favorite
out of
game,
10. Yeah. I mean, Atlanta's offensive line ranking 13th. Defensive line for the Jets, 17th. Small edge.
Yep.
But the Atlanta defensive line is 16th, and the Jets offensive line is 25th. So a much bigger edge for the Falcons front versus a Jets shaky O-line.
No.
The luck rankings, as I foreshadowed earlier, they're both unlucky, so there's nothing really. It's time for something to turn around for one of them.
Someone's got to give.
We're backing, I believe it's Justin Fields over Kirk Cousins, especially behind a better offensive line, I guess.
Is it okay? It is Fields and not Taylor.
Look it up. I think it's Fields.
Okay.
I might be wrong. It really just doesn't matter to me who the quarterback is.
Yeah. That's fair. You've got, I think it is going to be Tyrod, I think.
Okay, good. Do we have any Tyrod stats that could change this?
I don't know if it's going to change your mind on anything. Let's see here. He's 36-21-4 against the spread in his career. So, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But you do have Atlanta 7-0 straight up against New York teams in the past 10 years. Since 2015, Atlanta does not lose to New York teams.
That's a great trend. We love that trend.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Are you on that with me?
For the Atlanta money line, yeah, I think so. I like that.
Okay, so far we've got Bills, or we got Broncos, Falcons. Now let's talk about why I don't want to anymore do the Bills.
Okay.
When we wrote this, and if you looked at my Substack article, the Bills are one of the money lines I put in for a paid one.
Okay.
Luckily, almost everyone went for the free one, but just I don't care. The Bills, I checked the injury report. I reran everything. The Bills are no longer a viable money line. It's a live Tomlin dog spot. I think the Bills still seem likely to win, but it got downgraded to like a 5.5 confidence level out of 10 for me, where it was at like a 7 or an 8. So it's down significantly. Just like a lot of big men not going to play.
I see.
So one that got upgraded though, because your boyfriend, your boy, you love him, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, yeah, Baker.
Go to the Bucs game. See if you got any stats for Baker for me.
Let's see here.
That money line versus the Cardinals. We love that now because he's going to play. It's trending towards Baker playing. We love that.
Yep.
Todd Bowles with a backup quarterback. There's bad stats for this situation.
Yeah, we don't love that. He's 1-9 straight up, 4-6 against the spread.
So part of me wants to wait and put this bet in Sunday morning once I see that Baker is like actually on the field getting ready. But even they could even pull him then if something was set back on an AC joint. It just feels like Baker is the kind of guy that's going to push to play, even if he can't make all the throws.
Definitely. He is that kind of guy. No stats that I can dig up specifically on him in this spot. You do have something that you don't love for the Bucs. They're 0-5 against the spread versus the Cardinals since 2013.
Did that have more to do with Bruce Arians being there? No, it's been a
Could
while.
be. I mean, it's the 12-year, 0-5. So
yeah, but it's like small sample. I don't know.
Right.
Way different coaches. Probably a different coach for the Cardinals every time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so do you like that one or no?
You said to take the Bucs money line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's see. Those are the three I'm reading out as the tight round robin. If you wanted to do just a 3-round robin, that's probably the best way to do it.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to add anything else in, right there on the cusp is the Bills. Or if you think the Steelers are going to do the upset special and just win, you want to throw them in. Mike Tomlin dog spot. Build your own. The 49ers at the Browns. Yeah, I don't know if you have any stats on that one, but this went from something I was going to talk a lot about to something that I took out because my model could not quantify Shadir Sanders yet. And it was just like he's ranked really poorly in the quarterback rankings. I decided to remove that tier of the analysis because I think it's too brand new to try to rank him necessarily. So the fact that once I took that out, it went down to about a 5 out of 10 confidence level.
Right.
So the 49ers money line was going to be the play. But the Browns have the most dominant defensive line. So it's like, look out for that.
The Browns also don't treat San Francisco too well when they come to Cleveland. The Niners don't have a win in Cleveland since 1984.
That's another long streak. Should we put in one parlay of just like teams that never win? Just do Jets. Just do what is it? Jets and the Browns.
Yeah. I don't know. Or you'd be talking the Falcons don't ever lose to a New York team.
Oh, right. So the Falcons and the Browns.
Yeah,
I'm glad you corrected me on that.
Yeah. We've got that. We do have also the Browns at 13-5 straight up at home versus over 500 teams since 2020. Best return on investment in the NFL there.
So they've been doing good at home. Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
They're a live dog.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Myles Garrett, 18 sacks in 11 games. It's an historic pace. So Browns here are tough to go against, as weird as that is to say.
My highest confidence level was on the Rams money line for the Panthers game.
Okay.
They're coming into Charlotte. They're huge.
Right.
But the thing is, it's minus like 550. Like it's way over the threshold of being valuable as a money line. So obviously it's a high confidence level.
Yeah, no doubt.
But if you need like an extra leg just to like fulfill some sort of promo, like you need something, like you need to do a 3-leg parlay, it'll give you a little value. And Rams offensive line number 3, Carolina's defensive line 22, Carolina's offensive line 24, the Rams defensive line number 2. So they're top 3 on both sides of the ball in the trenches.
Mismatched here for Carolina, it seems.
Matthew Stafford MVP or incoming? Question mark.
I mean, yeah, you'd think 30 touchdowns and 2 INTs through 11 games. Only Mahomes has done that.
Yeah.
McVay also excels here. Rams as road favorites under McVay, 37-8.
For the parlay, it almost makes me want to do that more than the Falcons. The only thing, why am I holding on to your historical trend for the reason I like that Falcons game?
I don't know.
Are you? Is that what you're holding on to?
I mean, I like it, and I just know the Jets just don't. That they always find new, exciting ways to lose.
All right, so the Broncos we're sure about.
Yeah,
right.
I feel good about Denver,
and we feel really confident about the Rams, even though there's no juice on it.
Yeah, I think so.
It saves us 100 just by adding it in. Really, not a lot at all. It took the Broncos bet from -270, and then you parlay it with the Rams. The money line's -172. See, it's not even worth throwing in there on the off chance the Panthers come back and actually win that game.
Yeah, I agree.
So we like the Bucks, and we like the Falcons. Put us at +133, and then if we do the Bucks at 192. It puts the 3-leg parlay is at +255.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, and if you wanted to add the Rams just for giggles, let's see what it would do, if anything.
I do love giggles.
It would take it to 3-1. If you add the Rams, it goes from +255 to +309, which is not a lot of value at all.
Yeah, I don't love the squeeze there.
Yeah. So I guess our tight three is exactly what I thought they would be: the Broncos, the Falcons, and the Bucks.
All right.
And add the Bills if you nasty.
If you nasty.
If you think Josh Allen isn't going to go down like that, and he's probably going to come back and win another game. See, all right, for reference, the Rams would take it to 3-1. The Bills would take it to +458. So 1.5 times more.
No.
All right. Well, I think that's all of the NFL we need to talk about.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm looking at all my notes. It seems like we're all good to go. So let's shift gears literally. From the NFL fields to the desert night in Qatar, Formula One's back for round 23. Man, the chaos last night, last race from Las Vegas.
The DQ drama, Verstappen's title surge, Adrian Newey basically becoming the Tony Stark of Aston Martin. There's a lot happening.
Let's start with the shocker. McLaren's double DQ in Vegas. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri crossed the line second and fourth. But both were tossed out after post-race inspection found their plank skids worn below the 9mm limit.
Yeah, Lando came in 0.12 millimeters under and Piastri at 0.26 millimeters. The FIA says that the rules are black and white, no intent needed. They just failed the measurement and boom, points gone.
It's brutal. Especially since it dropped Norris' championship lead from 30 points to 24. And brought Verstappen and Piastri level on points behind him.
Yeah, the McLaren team boss, Andrea Stella, said it wasn't about chasing performance. It was porpoising. The cars were bouncing so violently on Vegas' uneven surface that the floor plank wore faster than expected.
The kicker is that they thought they were being conservative. They actually raised the ride height before qualifying because of all the unknowns from that limited practice. The manhole delays, the cold, the new tire pressures.
Right. The safety margin turned out to be the exact window that made the porpoising worse. Even Norris said he was asked to lift and coast mid-race to save the plank, but it didn't work.
Vegas giveth, Vegas taketh away. Norris told reporters he's moved on, said it hurt, but you can't dwell. He spent the break playing golf and paddle instead of obsessing over the title math.
Right. And now he's got his first match point this weekend in Qatar. If he can outscore both Verstappen and Piastri by 2 points across the sprint and Grand Prix, he's the 2025 world champion.
McLaren says no team orders, by the way. Stella confirmed again, both drivers are free to race as long as the title is still mathematically open. Piastri even said, "We had a brief discussion. The answer was no."
I like that. Let him fight it out. It's worked so far. It's made for one of the best F1 seasons we've had in years.
The constructors is in the bag. Everything's gravy as long as somebody doesn't get hurt.
Right, exactly.
On the Red Bull side, which honestly, for a defending champion of so many years in a row, I'm kind of just disgusted with myself, but I really want Max to somehow come back and win this.
You've been saying it for weeks.
Max Verstappen's ready to pounce. Level with Piastri in second, 24 back of Norris, and he's calling this weekend all in.
Yeah, he said it straight. All in. We'll see what happens. I want to make it exciting until the end. He's won 4 of the last 8 races and podiumed in the rest. The man's kind of rediscovered his groove.
It's kind of wild. He admitted he did not expect the turner. Did I disappear or did you?
I don't know, but we're back now.
So, all right. He admitted the turnaround like he didn't. He remember when he said after Hungary that Red Bull would not win again this season?
Yeah.
Since then, he has been on fire.
Right. Yeah. And it's had some help, too, between the Vegas DQ and some unfortunate DNFs earlier in the year. The championship just opened right back up for him.
And now Yuki Tsunoda's playing the good teammate card. Said he'll try to support Max as much as possible. Basically, if he can qualify up front and mix with the McLarens, it helps Verstappen.
Right. And Yuki knows his seat for next year isn't locked in. Red Bull and Racing Bulls haven't finalized 2026 yet. So if he can play team player here, that could save his spot.
Exactly. Especially if Isaac Hadjar waiting in the wings. I mean, he's been solid. And he said this week, I know I'll be on the grid next year. So that confidence says a lot. I dare you to find a way for me to not bet on Hadjar this week. I don't even know where he's going to qualify, but every time I don't, he does something great. I am all in on Hadjar for the last 2 races any way I can. I want that clear now, and I don't even know the order yet.
I'll look forward to seeing where you have him finishing.
I mean, it could be a promotion brewing. But we'll see.
Hadjar is outscoring Tsunoda in half as many starts. So
Hadjar.
Crazy.
I think it's Hadjar. I
think
know.
You're right.
I've never heard him say it. Now to the bombshell of the week. Adrian Newey is officially the next team principal at Aston Martin starting in 2026.
That's massive. Newey hasn't led a team before. He's always been the design genius behind the scenes, but now he's taking full control.
Yeah, and Andy Cowell moves upstairs to chief strategy officer, and Newey takes the reins. It's a full restructure heading into their new Honda partnership next year.
Right. Fernando Alonso called it a logical change, said Newey's a great leader who knows how to make a fast car and keep a team focused.
Lance Stroll, you can tell he's excited too. He said Newey's already managing the people, shaping culture, basically treating the 2026 car as his baby.
It's a risk, though. Newey's never had to deal with the politics, the media, the travel grind, the F1 commission meetings. Totally different from designing wings and floors.
Yeah, and it puts pressure on Aston to back him up, because if anyone can rebuild a team from mid-pack to front runner, it's Adrian Newey.
Yeah, Christian Horner somewhere watching this, like, oh, great, now my old partner might be coming for Verstappen too.
Don't rule that out. Aston's already linked to Verstappen long-term, and a Honda-powered, Newey-designed car, that's the exact combo that made him a 4-time champ.
That's right.
Over Ferrari, though, it's been a long year. No wins yet. The only team in the top 4 without one.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton still hasn't had a podium. That's mind-blowing. 18 seasons, and this might be his first without one.
He said this week he doesn't regret joining Ferrari, though. It takes time to build and grow, he said, and that he's excited to see what they build next year.
I mean, the bright spot's been Leclerc, 7 podiums, but even he admits the team's trying to do something special and just hasn't quite made it click yet.
They're 4th in the constructors, 13 points behind Red Bull and 53 behind Mercedes. Still respectable, but nowhere near their preseason expectations.
Yeah. And with Hamilton 74 points behind Leclerc, it's clear who's adapted faster to the car.
Before we wrap up, shout out to two young guns making waves. Kimi Antonelli called Vegas his best race of the season. Andrea Stella did, that is. Finishing just behind Norris before the DQs reshuffled everything.
Yeah, and he's quietly been Mercedes' best performer since summer. Yeah, Russell struggled, but Antonelli's knocking on podium doors.
Then there's Isaac Hadjar. We talked about him. Rookie at Racing Bulls. Top 10 in points. Podium in Van Zort. Outpacing Yuki more often than not. He told the media this week, I know I'll be on the grid next year.
And his confidence is justified. He's got 51 points already. That's more than some veterans with way better machinery.
It's got to be more than Yuki.
I believe so.
So, Norris still leads by 24. Verstappen's charging. Piastri's hanging on. And everyone else from Aston to Ferrari is already working on 2026.
Yeah. Qatar's about to decide whether this championship goes to Abu Dhabi or ends right here.
And remember, we'll have all the sprint results, qualifying grid, and best bets for you Sunday morning before I go live on All In With Ian at 8 a.m. on sportsradiova.com. If you're in the Roanoke or Lynchburg area, you can listen live. We don't have any of the bets to give you now because, frankly, they haven't qualified yet. They're going to do that tomorrow. And it's like, why would we,
Yeah, be kind of silly.
Can't move our show.
If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, let us know what you think. Is Lando going to get it this weekend? Max going to take us to the finale?
I can't stop rooting for Max.
I know. You've been excited all season.
It's the only thing that's made this great. It's like trying to, when you're covering this, you want it to be exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
And since we're both going to be Cadillac stans, and Cadillac hasn't really started yet, I don't have that many teams. I don't have a team. Right. I'm not biased. I just want to see a good story.
Sure.
Honestly, we'll see. We'll see how good Cadillac is. They're gonna have to win us over before we become stans. I really like Haas. Honestly, Behrman's won me over the most. Hadjar and Behrman have been my favorite drivers this year.
Yeah. I mean, I like
Lando. Anybody else caught your eye since we started covering it more closely? Like anyone you're curious about?
I mean, I wanted Yuki to do better than he has been. But I mean, I guess it is fun to watch Leclerc. He's a really good racer.
Yeah. Steady.
Yep.
Looks like Mario out there.
Andretti or of the Mario brothers?
The brothers.
Okay.
Small Italian guy driving a car around really fast.
Plumber in his free time.
Yeah. That's the Wit and Grip podcast. That's the Wit and Grip podcast for today. Our best bets, you can find them on the All In With Ian Substack, which you can find on the HammeredSharkProductions.com website. Anything we do, you could track us on Picket. I'm at All In With Ian on there also. I try to make it easy to find me. That's it, really.
There we go. Yeah. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and hope you guys have a good week. We will be here same time next week, right?
Yep. Peace out.